Downtown Nashville, likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Powers through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Uses the stiff arm, and he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fickett, up and good. And it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second and goal, Allen. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A check down here for Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Tannehill. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser.
And when you're you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 84 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferguson. And he makes a smooth catch there.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Here's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, any crisis of confidence seems to have been safely put to bed. This his second touchdown now of the ball game.
And now you just have to go ahead and get ready, because you know he's going to be saying it and saying it and saying it. He's telling his team that's more like it. That's what happens when you get me the football. Keep doing it, and we'll keep scoring touchdowns.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. now is Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Fickens' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. They got the interception with very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run again with Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Allen. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 23. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now Allen off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Off play action, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fickett, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Tannehill to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Tannehill. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So a defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and good, but it will not be enough. They're going to fall here by